All right. What's up, my peeps? Today we have a crepe myrtle that we are going to trim up. So that's what we got. Trying to find a good place. Y'all want to know something crazy? Not crazy, but something kind of funny is this crepe is almost finished, and to be honest, really and truly, I was already recording. But let me make sure my mic is on. That'll be the next thing that'll happen. My mic will go off. It'll stop recording because the battery will be dead. But yeah, so I was recording and I turned around and the tripod, it was on the ground. It was like, I was like, oh man, you okay, buddy? Are you okay, buddy? You down on the ground, buddy. You got to get up. But yeah, what I was saying was that when I trim crepes, I don't cut them down all the way to the bare knuckles. I always leave some fingers on it. Leave a little bit of meat on them. And the reason why I do that is because that's how I was taught. It's not something special that I figured out that I did. I was just always taught never to cut them down to the bare knuckles. Always leave a little bit of meat on them. Leave some fingers on them. And I don't know if it's for aesthetics or if it's healthier for them. I don't know what it is. But yeah, walk with me. Yeah, I just don't do it. So I just don't do it. All right. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Boom. See this? Let me see if you can see. Yeah, you should be able to see this right here. See, some people cut it all the way down to, like I say, to the bare knuckles. And I never liked doing that. Once I learned, once I was taught how to do it, it always seemed better to leave something on it. As far as when it comes down to aesthetics. But anyway, what you guys got going on out there? I woke up, it was a lot cooler this morning than it has been in the past few weeks. It rained yesterday a little bit. It wasn't anything too serious, but we did get some rain. I was like, yeah, I gotta bring a little cold front in. It'll probably be 1,000 degrees tomorrow though. I think the biggest thing that we got to worry about at this point is the rainy season that's gonna come in April. That's basically like the only thing that we have to really worry about. So, as far as weather is concerned, all that we'll have to worry about. Hold on. My client might be getting ready to come out. She does. I'm gonna block the camera so she won't be in it. But yeah. I had a new start today, and I wanted to record that, but I really didn't have enough time. I got a lot of jobs I got to do today, to be honest. So, and I got a lot of stuff I got to do. So I didn't really have time to record it, but I sure enough wanted to because it would have been nice for, you know, video purposes. A little small yard too. It wasn't anything too serious, but you know, anytime you doing a little clean up, that's always good for video. So I was thinking about that, but I wasn't gonna be able to do it. Like I said, I got too much work at this point. My partners are really gonna come in handy this year too, because I'm already not fully booked, but I'm booked. I'm booked up pretty good at this point because a lot of my clients from last year, they stayed on, and I think I only lost, I think three clients this year because I went up on my price, and I had to change a couple of things around. So I really only lost, like I say, I think three clients. Well, really like two, because one of my clients, they had I was doing 2 yards of theirs, and so that one client brought me 2 yards, and then I lost another one, and it was all due to the price increase. It wasn't due to the quality. So I was like, well, that's cool. And it happens. It happens. Sometimes you gotta go up, and sometimes you lose people. And it's not to say that it's all is lost. They may come back. They may come back. So, and if they do, I'll be here for them. It definitely ain't no hard feelings. We all know what we can afford, what we can do, you know. So it wasn't no hard feelings. I did send them some lawn care guys that I can kind of vouch for, you know. I didn't want to send them anybody that was just so beneath me as far as quality goes that it would have forced them to be like, well, maybe I should, maybe I should stay. You know, I want to send them people that I felt like do good work, work that can match my quality. And so that's what I did. That's what I did. If you are a lawn care provider, lawn maintenance provider, and you're providing a service for your clients, and you know that it's something that you want to do, like go up on your prices, make sure that you have a plan B and C for your clients as much as possible, you know, because people be depending on you, you know, people be depending on us to continue doing what we're doing. And even if you can't provide the service, or even if they don't want you to provide the service, it doesn't make y'all enemies. It's like, man, this is business, you know. And sometimes your business is not going to allow, or not allow, but align with somebody else's needs. So sometimes you have to separate, you have to part ways, but never, ever leave your clients high and dry. Because remember, you never know who somebody else knows. And not only that, it's like, man, you just never want to do bad business. I never believe in doing bad business, no matter what the circumstance is. I never believe in doing bad business. I always want to try to do my clients right, even if they're saying, hey, I can't stay on with you. Always do your people right, man. Always do them right. Try to anyway. But yeah, so I got this yard. I got another yard that I got to do, and I've already been doing yards this morning, so I'm pretty much finished for the day. Pretty much finished for the week. To be honest, I still got some quotes that I got to give, but for the most part, I am pretty much finished. I am pretty much finished. I'm working on trying to get a new warehouse space. It is I think it's a 15 by 20 or 10. No, I think it's a 15 by or 10 by 15. It's either a 10 by 15 or a 15 by 20, something like that. But anyway, I should have it next week. I'm at the public stores right now, and I like public stores because I know it. I've been doing business with public stores for many moons, and I just know public storage. But they have a storage company here called Storage Zone. I don't know if you have them. I don't know if they are a nationwide business. They may just be locally owned, but they do you right. So I went with them once before, and I went with them because of the same reason that I'm going with them this time. Public storage, they go up every so many months on the rent on their units, and I cannot stand that. It's like, hey man, give me the price that you're charging, and keep it for at least a year. You know, it's like, man, they always do that. So throughout the course of last year, I had to switch up a couple of times, switch units, and a hack for that is, and this is something that I found out from one of the guys that I became relatively fond of, kind of cool with, as a matter of fact. But he told me, say, man, basically what you do is you ask for a price reduction. He said you do that, and they won't charge you as much. They won't go up on your rent. It's just like, okay, cool. Well, that's what I'll do. So I did that, and it worked. It worked. So that's a hack. If you are renting with public storage, what you can do is you can ask for a price reduction or something of the sort, and they won't go up on your rent. And it works. It does work. But I got tired of doing that, man. It's like, why should I have to do that? Just keep the price. Give me this price, lock me in for a year, and then come back, come back to it. And they do that with all of their units. And that's one thing that I do not like about public storage. All right, walk with me. Yeah, that's one thing that I do not like about public storage. It's like, man, don't gouge me, man. Like, all right, yeah, don't gouge me. Obviously, I want to make sure that I can keep my unit, and so I don't want to necessarily have to move. One thing I was thinking about though was just the simple fact that, for one, that they do that, and for two, it's like, well, what happens if you have someone that is getting renting the storage from you guys, and they can't afford it? It's like, that seems a little predatory to me. Luckily for me, I have the cash flow and the capital to be able to make a move whenever I need to make a move, because that can be a daunting task. Plus, I have a truck, so it's like I can move any of my stuff for the cost of gas. Like, it's not like I gotta go somewhere and rent a truck and then rent a trailer or rent a U-Haul. But just think about somebody that has all of their personal belongings in their storage unit, and you start going up on the rent, man, that can destroy a person, because they may not have it. And I see a lot of people's stuff getting repoed, sold off, because they don't have it. They don't have the money. They don't went up on the price 4 times throughout the year. And these be big jumps too. I mean, you might pay $25 or $30 for the increase. And that's seems like every quarter. So just think, like, I'm spending, just say $100 and something a month on a 10 by 10, and then all of a sudden it's $140, then $200. It's like, man, I can't operate a business like that. So I decided to move, and like I say, I went over to the storage zone, and I'm gonna get I think it's a 10 by 15. I know it's bigger than what I'm in now, which is a 10 by 10. Let's just say a 10 by 15. I get a 10 by 15 for $129 a month, and it's locked in for the year. So I'm like, man, that's that's way better. You got my vote. You definitely got my vote. I'm coming over there. And I know the person too. So that's even better. And they just do good business. They really do. They just do good business. I think the only reason why I left last time from there was because the spots be kind of cramped, and so because of that, when I had my trailer, it just wasn't a good fit. And once I stopped using my trailer, because I moved into the apartment that I just moved out of, I didn't really need a big unit, and then they didn't have any small units. So I was like, well, this ain't gonna make any sense right now. But their space it can be a little cramped, especially when you have a trailer, a truck, all of that. But I think this time I'm gonna just get a smaller trailer versus the one I had before. I'm gonna get something smaller. I actually was looking at some trailers on Facebook Marketplace. I've really kind of like been looking at trailers ever since I moved a few weeks ago to the new apartment. Just kind of like looking at trailers. So I'll probably get me something in the next 2 weeks. Once I see something I want. I really been looking for something with the rack. I know I want open face. I don't want any enclosed trailers because my truck is already long, and just having like an enclosed trailer that's gonna make it even longer. And then most of my jobs are like in kind of like suburban neighborhoods. I have some that, no, I don't have any that's in rural areas at this point. All of my jobs are in suburban neighborhoods, and so a lot of times the parking and the space in between your houses is a little bit limited. So taking a big trailer out, that ain't gonna do anything with just getting people's way. And I'm not trying to do that. I try to stay out of people's hair and out of people's way. That's always my main thing. That is always my main thing. I don't know if y'all can see, but I tell you, this looks so much better than having bare knuckles. Just leaving some fingers on them. It looks so much better. So much more aesthetically pleasing. Oh yeah, looking good. I think what people do a lot of times is they cut it to the bare knuckles. They cut the crepes to the bare knuckles to stop it from growing. I think that's the reason. If y'all know the reason why people do that, leave it in the comments. I'm curious. I never really cared enough to find out why people cut them all the way to the knuckles. Um, once I started doing it, because like I say, I was taught to not cut them to the knuckles. So I never cared to figure out, well, what's the reason behind it. But if you know, let me know. Would you please be so kind? Appreciate everybody that has been subscribing to the channel as well. As a matter of fact, if this is your first time seeing my videos, first time watching, subscribe to the channel for me, please. Give your boy a good like. Leave me a comment. Let me know about the crepes if you know about crepes. Share the video as well, because it just might help somebody out. Oh, oh yeah. Looking good. Looking good. All right. That'll pretty much wrap it up. That will pretty much wrap it up. What you think? What you think? I think it looks good. All right. That will wrap it up for me. I check back in. I might check back in on this yard. If not, I'll check back in on the next one. Peace.